Okay, today I'm going to discuss job interviews. Many of you have experience with job interviews. You can imagine what they're like. How do they make you feel? Nervous? Scared? Yeah, like you want to throw up, right? You don't have any experience? Get out. Oh, no, stay. I'm kidding. This is good information for you. Okay, for a successful job interview, there's different parts involved. You know that it's nice to wear, nice clothes. It's a good idea if you maybe have a dinosaur tie, maybe to leave that one home. Also to have a good attitude. But my presentation today is going to focus on the questions themselves. So I'm going to give you information in my presentation about 10 different questions that might happen. I'm going to talk about questions as well as good answers to have ready. So first thing that happens, you sit down across from the boss, and they're going to start by asking you questions. The first one might be, tell me about yourself. Just a short answer. It's important to remember that they really don't want to know absolutely everything about you. They just want a short answer. What the boss is doing is kind of evaluating how you can control an open-ended question, how you're going to answer that and structure it and keep it short. And these kinds of questions have two parts. The first part is connected to your job, the job, and what you can offer to the job. And the second part is about your accomplishments, your experience. You want to share different accomplishments that you've experienced. Okay, question number 2, your work right now. Or what have you done up until now? Kind of a work history. This is important because the boss doesn't want to see that you've transferred from job to job to job. You want to make sure that you're sharing jobs that you've stayed at for, 2 or 3 years. If that's not the case, maybe you could include volunteer opportunities or workshops that you've gone to, or job fairs where you've met different people to kind of increase your contact, and then you can add that to your resume. Question number 3 is it's a strange, conflicting question. They want to know about your weaknesses. The wrong answer would be, I don't have any weaknesses. I'm perfect. Got nothing to work on. Everyone has weaknesses. It's important to share and show that you know that you have things to work on. Understand, you don't want to go into some huge self-critical expose. No. But you want to be honest. Share a few things that you need to work on. Also, you want to share how those weaknesses might affect your work, how they could affect the job. Question number 4. They might ask, if you've had a conflict with a superior at your job. The wrong answer, again, is, I've never experienced a conflict or disagreed with my coworkers or my boss. Everyone has disagreed with their boss at some point. Again, you're going to be honest, talk about the experiences you've had, but you also want to tell how you may have solved that problem, how you sat down and communicated to solve the issue. Question 5. They might ask if you have been involved in a project that had failed, that had not been successful. You just want to share a short answer about that, and the boss wants to see what you've learned from that situation. wants to see if you've learned different ways to solve it if that type of situation were to come up in the future, how you would fix those problems that you had before. You want to show how you can turn a negative into a positive. Number 6, question 6. You want to learn about your strengths. You know, we talked about weaknesses before, now they want to know your strengths. It's a good idea to have, 2 or 3 skills that you feel are good ones. You don't want to brag. But you just want to share a short story about, the things that you're good at. Also, it's a good idea to avoid, making up special skills that you don't really have. Okay, question number 7. How do you explain your job successes, your job history? Oh, excuse me. You could say, well, these are all the things that I've accomplished. These are the things I was successful at, and that's fine. And remember, again, you don't want to brag. But a good idea is to maybe share what an old boss or your coworkers have said about you, the positives that they feel you've contributed. Okay, 8. We're going to set aside the work stuff now, and they're going to want to know about the things that you enjoy, the fun activities that you do. Like, maybe you enjoy sports, so you can talk about that. But understand, you should probably avoid religious philosophy. It's not a good idea to share that. Okay, 9. They're going to want to know why you're quitting your job, why you want to change jobs. Again, it's important to be honest. If something happened, if there was a conflict, you can say that, it's fine. You don't want to go into detail and, give them everything, but just a short explanation as to what's happening, or maybe that you've got different goals now, other things that you want to accomplish, you're ready for a change. Last question, number 10. They're going to ask you, why do you want to work for this company? It's a very good idea beforehand to do a little research so that you're well informed so you can answer this question. You want to show that your goals and the company goals are a good fit, that you belong together. You kind of want to give them what they want to hear. So these are questions to help you, and you will be hired for sure, I promise.